how do you decide what songs you are going to cover? You know, because you do a
Mm.
mix of originals and covers.
Oh.
How do you decide, what song you're going to do?
How do I decide what song to cover? Oh, that's a tough one because basically I wish I could cover every song because I mean there are just so many great tunes out there. Um, but it's just time. It's just um, being able to spend the time to work on the pieces. Um, and
So,
and of course there are there are a lot of songs that it's just in my mind I'm just thinking like, oh my goodness, what would that sound like on the ukulele? I can't even imagine. I mean, that's how Bohemian Rhapsody started.
mm,
Just listening to that piece and thinking, hmm, I wonder if I could pull that off. Like, and if I could, what would it sound like?
yeah.
And so it's that curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of it's just it becomes an obsession actually after a while. You sit there and you're just like, how am I gonna make this work? You listen to each section, you're like, oh, it's not gonna translate. So then maybe you change the key. You're like, okay, maybe this key might work a little better. And then you think about like, okay, yeah, this key might be good because when I get to this section, then I'll have this open note, and and I can use this as a drone or something, or I'll have this open string, or sometimes you run out of you're in the you don't have the range, so then you have to
Mm-hmm.
shift it up,
Yeah.
maybe a fourth, or maybe even shift it down. But it's always it's always a challenge, finding the right key to do a song
Mm-hmm.
in. And every key is going to give you a different feel, because it sits in a different place on the instrument. And so just exploring and trying to figure out what's going to work.